All right, so here's the Oregon game you sent me, Cobra. So starting out, I heard that you said, or someone said, let's not ban Thatcher since we're attacking first. Never think that just because you're on one side or the other, you should ban something, because at some point you're going to go to that side, and you need to be able to you basically need to be able to play both sides equally well. And with that, if you think that, oh, if we ban, we need Thatcher in play, but if you can only take one of these three attacking rounds, then that's really not going to be an effective ban. However, if you can ban something that lets you take two of the attacking rounds or three, and then allows you to still play at probably 80 to 90% effectiveness on defense, then that's what you want to be going for. Never, so here I would love to have a Thatcher ban because a lot of people struggle to run Cade. So if you know how to run Cade effectively, then you can take out any of the bandit batteries. I mean, you can take out the Cade devices that are on the hatches. So I like having Thatcher bans on this map. But anyway, with that, we're gonna actually go in.
With the Maverick, everything. Right. Oh, baby, I'm not
Oh wait. All right, so they banned Thatcher and Cavero. So nothing you want to do with that. But with Thatcher, that basically tells you that you should be running Cade on the defense. Then you banned Jackal and Echo. So what I'm gonna so with that, that's the Jackal ban is the most questionable one. The reason I'm saying that is it's Jackal isn't amazing on this map, and he's not really too useful either. And well, I mean, I'm saying it's not too useful, but there's normally someone else you can go instead. And the tracks don't really mean much because you're normally in positions that either the enemy knows about. You're very rarely actually hiding on this map. You're instead holding in areas where they know you're holding, and you're changing up a little bit of your positioning. So the overall, like, getting pinged every 5 seconds isn't really going to be too effective for the attackers. So this could be the Jackal ban could be someone else, and it's just that's the way I see it. Because if I know someone's in meeting hall, and in meeting hall, I know you can be playing from above. I know you can be playing from the back of the tower. There are angles. I know you can be playing from from inside, from on the stage, from really just a lot of different positions inside a meeting hall. And the Jackal pinging of once every 5 seconds isn't actually going to help me that much, because within those 5 seconds, you can get pinged, move, get pinged, move again, get pinged, move again, and there's going to be a 5-second delay between where you know they are and where they move to. So that's going to be questionable, and you need another, and so it's better just to drone at times, because that gives you live information. While the Jackal pings, although it is live, it's only live for a second really, and then for the next 4 seconds it's old information. So if you go in at sort of 2 or 3 seconds thinking that they're still in the same place, that's just going to get you killed. So really, I would say Jackal, it could be replaced with someone else. Now, who you would want to ban, I don't know. It is what it is. On this map, especially if you're running Mira, I would say Capital would be a good ban, because he's very strong and can actually take out a lot of different he can take out a lot of positions just because of his firebolts with their reach. You can no longer play the mirror in closet if the enemy has a Capital, because it's possible for them to actually firebolt that closet from the hatch in the main lobby area, and that damn, this cough, and that would cause by fireballing through that lobby, the spread of it will actually encompass the entirety of the closet area. So the mirror, you either are gonna die because you sit in there with the fire, you're gonna die sitting in there because of the firebolt, or you're gonna die trying to rotate out. At which point the attackers are holding an angle on the hatch and will just gun you down. So Capitao is a lot stronger than on this map than Jackal is, and so I would say that'd be a better ban. But it is what it is. Then Echo. So I mean, it's really just comes down to, do you play Mira on this map or do you not? If you play Mira, then sure, Echo can be a ban. If you don't play Mira, then I'd say Mira would be a better ban than the Echo is, just because I mean, Echo's useful in the last 10-15 seconds of a round, really, because you don't want to be risking the yokai drones for information. However, the Mira can be useful from the moment the round starts, basically, depending on how you position them. So that's just is what it is. And then Caveira's banned because it's the gold, or so it's like the gold rank or something, and everybody's scared of Caveira instead of, just use your drones. Don't enter randomly by yourself. Basically do that. You win.
Why ban Cav when you can make the other team? Oh.
So what I'll do is go through the web.
Alright, so going over the lineup. So there are two questionable bans on two questionable picks. So the first is going to be the Ying. Now I understand Ying's purpose. You can clear out entire rooms with her, and if her gadget is used properly, she can be the best entry fragger in the game. The problem with her is that it relies on only her doing something. She can't be backed up by any of her teammates. So if you let's just say, so if the Candelas glitch, or they just mess up and they're not as effective as in, well, this guy should be blind but he's only half blind but can still see, well, then Ying's gonna get gunned down and nobody can go for a refrag because everyone's either they got too close and are blinded, or they're too far back because they would have been blinded. So it's something which is just kind of, you have to test it, see how it goes. If it works, then it works. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. Then Ash. So, by the way, I'm assuming that you're 5-stacking this. I'm not sure if you actually are. But then Ash is not the... I mean, she's not the greatest pick. It really just comes down to, is this Ash so much better than the enemy team that she can just walk in there and get 2 kills every round? Because if she can, then great, go her. If not, then no, go someone else that can bring more utility to the team. And yeah, really, that's just the way I see it.
The bed gets better.
Wait, it's...
Put a Ying charge and breach at the same time. If they go for basement.
And you are Capitao, which it's a Capitao. I mean, he's really... Capitao is literally I think he's the strongest utility operator on the attacking side, just because of his firebolts. Like, he's just a really good operator. His firebolts can clear out just a very large amount of the map. He has two smoke grenades, he has a claymore or flashbangs, and he has a good gun. So overall, he's a good operator. One thing is, if you're droning, don't put your drone right here. The enemy can see that. Instead, put it a little bit further back. You'll only be able to see feet, but you only need to be able to see feet.
Basement.
Basement.
What's that?
I
Oh,
think
you...
they were
Okay.
mission, yeah, mute channel.
Oh, mute and kite. Okay, well, we know once mute. Man,
Why do I have diffuser?
dude, I'm giving the game back to someone.
Somebody's using in meeting, somebody's in meeting.
Whoever let us
Somebody.
needs to put them up.
Alright, so you got the call someone's in meeting. However, right now, you and Ash are both just... You're both entering with no understanding if anything is clear. So, I don't... I'm not sure if you've done the T3, so you don't know if the tower is clear. You don't know if the stairs below here is clear. You have no idea. You have no idea what you're going into.
Upstairs. My headphone that's got.
Upstairs is not a good call out. There are many upstairs on this map. Is it upstairs tower, upstairs an attic, upstairs in kids, upstairs in master, upstairs in armory, upstairs in T2? What is it? Or you fuck off. And now you're just holding an angle because you're not sure exactly what's going on.
Big tower.
And because of no droning, the Ash just gets gunned down by literally one of the worst defending operators in the game. I mean, this was just, that could have just been a recruit there with a shotgun, and and she got gunned down because nobody was droning. So if you're going to be trying to hold an angle for the meeting flank, make sure, hold it from the pixel outside, because you can see if they rotate around here, but you're in such a strong advantage when it comes to actually taking a fight that it really just, yeah, really you're just in such a strong advantage that your chances of dying are pretty low, and it just, you can see the enemy, and they're gonna have a really hard time hitting you.
Bro, what you doing? What you saying at the wall?
Do a BJ when meeting.
You have drones, use the drones.
One's meeting.
There we go. Only took 2 people getting gunned down for that to happen.
So he's on my side somewhere.
This area somewhere.
So you know meeting is clear, but you don't know if attic is clear. You also don't know if anybody's going to be coming from the tower area.
I've taken out the mute jammer.
You droned this already, so there's no reason for you to be clearing these angles. You've already cleared them.
So that's fine.
The chances of somebody actually being there are so slim that it's not useful to try and just shoot that out. It's better just to wait and try and wait for them to come to you, because just shooting there, you're shooting on no information, and you're just saying, yeah, I'm here, come peek me, come fight me. And I mean, really, that's all you're doing. It's not that wasn't a good idea. Just shooting, never shoot just for the sake of shooting. Like, so you may have seen that happen before in like some YouTuber videos or something like that. Like, there are some YouTubers that just go and shoot through every wall they possibly can, hoping for a pick. But the thing is, you're going to see the one time they actually have that happen, you're not going to see the 10 times that gets them killed. So it's never try and go and do just what a YouTuber does, because you're seeing the 1% of the time that something actually works for them.
I'm trying to open it, but I have no protection. Okay, I'm doing it now.
And now you have no idea if this is clear.
There,
You're not sure if bathroom is clear. Yeah, really just no droning coming out from your team.
You do not have diffuser. Oh my god.
So right now, I'm not sure if you made a call, but you should be saying, hey guys, I have a flank drone, because you had one in meeting, and you should be saying, can somebody who's dead watch that drone and tell us if they're flanking from meeting? Because even if the rest of the map isn't clear, that will at least give you a warning if they are coming from meeting.
Okay. Can you smoke me? Down.
Alright, so now you should be getting to a post-plant position. So this isn't a good spot because you're literally in the middle of the hallway. There's no cover for you. And if they peek here, you're only going to see their head, and they're probably going to see the majority of you. So instead, if you want to be holding the meeting flank, go here and hold an angle in, at which point if somebody comes and you shoot them, but you don't get the kill, you then get the ability to fall back and then go for another fight.
I might.
Oh, over there, on pink, on pink.
There you go.
Who's
Yes.
ever Mike?
So really, that just came down to your team kind of getting cut down by roamers a little bit. And it really, it's not a. This is kind of the this is kind of the reason why Cav is both played and banned at this rank, where people enter without droning things. So if you go Cav, you just gotta wait somewhere, and somebody's gonna enter at some point. It's why whenever you're, I'm not even sure if you are 5-stacking at this point, but whenever you are 5-stacking, you have to go in as a team, because that just, it shuts down a lot of roams if you can do that. And I'll show you a roam clear once the once I'm done with the VOD review. I'll go in and kind of show you it.
Picking up the game noise. Hear it or not.
I think.
Either that or I'm muting you.
Wait, you won that round kind of due to the fragging power of
Oh,
Ying, I
my
want
game's
to say.
fuck. My game's fuck.
And somebody crashed, I think. Yep. Alright, so with that, you're down a man, and you have a Fuse and a Finka. Okay, I hate those two picks. They are terrible picks, and I mean, really, whoever picked them should feel bad. Like, so think about it like this. You have the ability to risk your life putting a fuse charge on a window, and they can hear that and they can shoot the fuse charge out, possibly kill your head. So it's not very feasible to go fuse for his gadget. Now, yes, his gun is technically the best in the game, and however, it's at that point just go someone else. It's really fuse. I don't like the pick. I don't like the pick. I think his gadget is really just useless, and yeah, I don't like it. Then Finka. So she brings grenades and the ability to shoot, the ability to reduce recoil. At that point, why not just go Sledge? You have a gun that has no recoil. You aren't going to fuck over your teammates if they're shooting and you instantly use your gadget. And then and so then they are overcompensating for the recoil, and now they're aiming at their feet when they were aiming at the head. So really, I'd say just go Sledge at this point. I don't like the Finka. I hate when people go Finka, because it messes with people who have recoil control. Now, if you're playing as a team and you're using it like that, then sure, it can work. Latin America uses it pretty often, or at least they used to, where they would just send in the entry fragger, hey, Finka now, they Finka, and then you're good to go. However, that's something that takes, it takes the coordination and the team play to do that. However, in most games, I feel like the Finka is more just there and is like the gadget's not really helping. It's more just being an annoyance where I gotta worry about, am I gonna be overcompensating with my recoil? Am I gonna be undercompensating with my recoil? But really, it is what it is. So they're gonna be kids because they're probably not stupid enough to go tower or kitchen.
Mozzie. Mute Mozzie. One's in kitchen. Near showers.
5 seconds.
So one thing is, if your drone's gonna be this close to tower,
Jaeger.
put it outside here so it can watch the doorway for the run out to give you a warning if somebody's gonna be doing a run out. Because it's still close enough to tower that you can get it back in there within 5 seconds, but it also helps anybody who is spawning tower and saying they're running out tower. And at that point they can, they're running out here, and your teammate may not just run in and go kill himself.
I'm gonna go rappel on the Q3 and then drop down.
You may as well check the pixel peak here. because you will catch people just running around this early in the round. So it's not bad to just check it, hold an angle for 5-10 seconds. One thing is you don't know if T3 is clear. And I don't think Hibana does either, so I'm really hoping she didn't just rappel in there.
Okay, bad by it's your
But I think she did.
I shot that. Vigil
Okay.
the garage.
Window's an attic. Window's an attic. Window.
Just hit it open. I mean, there's no... I mean, really, it's... They're just hit open.
Captain meeting.
Yeah, Dark and Cobra, make sure you use the in-game mic. Only 3 of the scene.
I'm an attic.
I had a suppressed weapon there. Suppressed weapons, don't use them. Okay, so you just saw Hibana is literally in attic right here. You can see her over there. So, I mean,
He's in meeting.
I guess you want to keep your Hibana safe or something, but I mean, I think the only thing you can do here is watch the bullets fly through this window as they dome your friend. But with that,
Yeah, Dark and Cobra, make sure you use the in-game mic. Only 3 of the scene.
one thing that's good to do is just shoot open these windows because because by shooting them open, it just applies a little bit of pressure and makes them worry about it. With them not being shot open, it makes it so that they know for a fact they can just sit there. And hold on, someone text me. I need to try and figure something out. Yeah, just shoot these open. And yeah, that's really it. Even if you're not going to be using the windows, just applying pressure is something that you need to be doing.
He's in meeting. He's in meeting.
But so at this point, you've stalled out. You're unsure what to do. So Hibana's an attic, fuses at the big window, and you're on top of the roof trying to figure out what you want to do. At this point, you may as well just go and enter in through master and just go and try and start pushing from that side. Because you can either do that or go on kid's window and start applying pressure through there. Because one, you're a Capital, so you are great at clearing out the kids just because you can take out you can take out the spot in between the windows. So it's really just you. Yeah, really, I'd say that either go kids or go with masters, but being at the top of this roof isn't really going to do much. Then you also don't want to be going to the same place your teammates are at, because at that point you're just jumping in one after the other, and it's a single angle the defenders have to worry about, not multiple.
Window's dead.
Okay, make the call out that kids is clear. And you saw someone white stairs, so.
Okay, I'm gonna come along.
So that was bad because that was a panic. Capital bolt. It would have been better for you to just peek with your gun and just go from there. Like if you peek with your gun, then I mean if you peek with your gun, you can react to anybody there. If you peek with the Capital bolt, yes, you can burn them for 30-40 HP, but at that point they can just turn and kill you as you're trying to firebolt them if they're holding the angle. So it's better just to peek with your gun. Then if you know it's clear, go back in a second, pull out your Capital, pull out the crossbow, go back in, shoot it, then go back. Switch weapons. One thing is when you're holding an angle, if you're laying down and holding that angle, don't move because you're going to be making the sound that you're laying down. And if they read into that, then they can say, okay, he's going to be somewhere around this rough area. He's laying down, so I kind of know what angle, I kind of know where he is. I kind of know where I can go pre-fire because laying down is a really big sound cue. And yes, there are times where it will like it's a really big sound cue, and there are times where it's not gonna make sound because Siege is fantastic with the glitches. So it may not kill you, however, treat it as if it's always gonna make a sound.
Corner in the corner.
Drop the hatch. I've done that before.
No, don't go to the domes. Go to
He's
the
in the
domes.
rotation. He's in the rotation.
Don't sprint. Sprinting, you have no reason to sprint. You have a LMG with bullets still. So really, that was just you fell down the hatch when you shouldn't have, and you messed up your fight there. It is what it is, but also it would have been. I mean, if you had the diffuser, then there was a good chance you could have gotten a plant down in that room. But is what actually you did have the diffuser. Wait, you have the diffuser? You do there. Okay. So one, I'm wondering where this Hibana is. Because she was attic.
Run out from.
So you know that fuse is on big window. You're not sure where Hibana is. However, you could probably start faking this guy out by planting. And it would have, that would probably have been the better choice instead of trying to take this fight. Because you, I mean, really, I'm under the impression that I don't like taking fights unless I have to. If I can just plant and it's a 5v5, then great. It's a 5v5 plant, I don't care. But it's better to just try and stack the odds in your favor as much as possible. So this guy knows your positioning, you know his positioning. And so now you're just both holding angles. And you're both trying to just take a fight where it'd be easier just to try and go for just maybe firebolt this again, then plant the bomb, it's 4 seconds. Then from there you can just tell Fuse, watch big window, and you're good. You get the bomb down and you can go for a post-plant situation. Then I think, okay, Fuse tried to enter there, that was not the play from Fuse.
Corner in the corner.
You have 37 seconds left, you can reload your gun.
Reload, reload.
No, don't go to the domes. Go to
He's
the
in the
domes.
rotation. He's in the rotation.
So, yeah, really that just came down to kind of a bad attack again. No real coordination coming out from the team. Let's see. So, now they can go... Oh, God, this is not the... Okay. Well, actually, no, with Maverick, it's not as bad, but... when you were attacking the... You were either attacking the... What is it? The tower or the kitchen. So, with that... Well, actually, no. Oh, I was completely wrong last round. No, oh god, I'm wrong. I thought for some reason I thought you lost the first attacking round, so they had to go upstairs, but they just elected to go upstairs instead. So this is going to be a basement attack. I would like to have a Hibana in play, not just a Maverick, because if you, I mean, you can basically either get 2 hatches if the Maverick knows what he's doing, or you're going to get 1. And it's better just to be able to open all 3 of them, and then possibly even Hibana open the mirror window, but it's what it is. Then this Ash and Finka, they both need to switch off of these because the fragging isn't the issue here, it's the team coordination. So bringing things that could help your team win is what you should be going for, not these 2 fragging ops, because these are both fragging operators. Like, if a Twitch would be useful here because there's a mirror in play. Could also get rid of the Jaeger devices, letting Buck use his use his grenades better. So it really, I disagree with these two picks.
I don't want to go Hibana with that. I think.
There is no reason to use that much of a Buck skeleton key when you have a window and a door. He's also not droning anything.
Yeah, he won.
Got an evil.
Alright, so one thing is your Capital. You're, in all honesty, the most important operator on this lineup. Because of the amount of utility you bring. Because of that, you need to be kept alive as long as possible. And for that, you should be the droner. You should just be the one who's getting the drones down, you should be droning out upstairs, making sure that's clear, droning out kitchen, getting positions to do stuff like that. And then from there, you can go drone meeting. Because really the upstairs is the kids' master area is your main threat. Then meeting is going to be your secondary threat. And you do have to worry about a flank from you have to worry about a flank from attic, but that's something you can react to. Right now you're just kind of separated from your team, and I understand you're kind of going for a flank watch. However, whatever you drone here isn't going to help your team. Because, okay, we know someone's in big tower, fantastic. We can't do anything about that. You fucked up your droning here. So you come in here. Yeah, I'm not sure if someone's on stage. I'm not sure if somebody's to the left of here. So that's just not... That's just kind of not the best. Then I think... Buck, do not tell me you just entered the... Okay, so Buck tried to just walk down the stairs and got shotgun because of it. On this map, you can go above. Shotgun open this... Shoot through the top of the... That staircase, you can shoot through the top of the stairs over there, and you can fight that angle incredibly easily. So that's just a bad from Buck.
How's he not dead?
So your team's trying to go for a push, and you're nowhere near to help them. But you're Capital, so that's your job. I mean, really it is. You're a support operator that right now, instead of just spawning over by the rest of your team and playing over there, you were just letting them get... not letting them, but you're not really helping them. And it's...
I don't know how he's not dead. Wow, okay.
Just walking down the stairs is actually kind of infuriating. Like, don't walk down the stairs. It's a close angle with a shotgun.
I'm watching your gun.
Oh, G36 man wins the day.
It's not taken. Nope. There's no one.
And now you're stalled out, you're not sure what to do.
Go for a front plan. He's dead, he's dead. Finally. Tough death.
And then the hatch wasn't opened, and you have
There's a
no...
Claymore up there. There's a Claymore up there.
What you should be doing is opening up, go to second floor and watch this area from second.
Yeah, better crosshair placement. That was it there. Really, this just came down to your team got gunned from the stairs.
15 seconds.
And it's 15 cents, but you're not winning that.
I don't.
So round switch. You're electing to go downstairs. Upstairs. So with the going upstairs, the Cade isn't the best pick because he's great for hatches, but not and okay for walls. But you already have a mute in play, So the Cade's not 100% necessary. In this situation, it'd be better to go. It'd be better to go like Maestro or something. Just slap on a hollow and you're good. Or keep the egg high, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so either Maestro would be good, Jaeger, since there's no Jaeger, so you have to worry about grenades and you have to hard hold positions here. So it's, yeah, I think the Jaeger would be better of those two. Then, yeah, I think Jaeger would be the better operator right here. But it's what it is. You can have a Mira in play, and you have a Jaeger. Okay. Okay, so you walk through multiple things that you could reinforce and
Nobody had 5 out of 5 wood.
things you can do. You really just waste about 25 seconds of time here looking for something to do. So that tells me you don't have an overall strategy set up for here, and you're not sure exactly how you want to play it.
Mira, can you make a hole here? Mira, can you make a hole here?
Okay, so good. You want to throw those at the top, because if there's a Maverick in play and they know roughly its positioning, then they can get it if it's down lower. But if it's up top, there's not an angle that the Maverick can create. Now there are ways for Maverick to get through this, but most teams won't do it.
Do you need a ADS and armory? Ash?
Rushing.
Ash?
So yeah, barbed wire on the stairs. They're running a fuse because reasons. So you have barbed wire on the stairs, so you don't really need to be peeking this. This could literally just be a glitch. However, it also could be she's literally holding it as a riot shield.
Doing Here's the silver cluster charges. Oh my god, what is mirror placement? Oh my god.
Alright, so no, you're not 5 stacking, since I heard what is this mirror doing, and you don't say that to your teammates. So you're not 5 stacking.
Okay,
Don't
they
mind
have
numbers,
armory.
Alright, so you don't really need to be moving around right now, because you have to have someone in kids and then someone at the top of white stairs. Hold those 2 positions, you can win. So you don't need to be moving from the top of white stairs. Good kill there. You don't really need to be peeking. You know where they're going to be. You know where if they're going to be coming up the top of white stairs. You will hear them if they jump into A, and you will be able to hold an angle if they try and come through the doorway. So one that's not an angle you want to be peeking unless you have a lot of experience, because peeking, not this angle I'm talking about, but not peeking the big windows I'm talking about, because it's a lot easier if you don't know exactly that you don't have your movement and aim down, and you know if they're on the left, right, or middle of the window, then that will really just get you killed. Then right here, so this was kind of just, there's no reason to be peeking this, because you're kind of giving up any cover you have to move out here, and it'd be better just to play at the top of white stairs still, because here you have an angle onto if Ash enters, or somebody enters through the wall right there. So there's no reason to be giving up this this angle and going somewhere else into the middle of the hallway saying peek me.
I said the hallway.
Also, you should look here. See no one's here, get back. And crouch, peek, crouch, walk, and ash. With goddamn iron sights, what is
I keep
this?
us well.
My mom.
But see, really, she... I want so see how you really... how far out you are here? You have absolutely no cover. So, if you had been staying here, you would have actually been able to see her and get the kill. And this is her crosshair level. So if your head level is here, you probably could have won that fight. But because you're at 40 or so HP, because of the fuse, you really, this really just wasn't the smartest fight to take.
My mom.
And more peeking, more suppressors coming out from
Hibana with the Arctic.
Vertixer? X? I don't know, I'm confused.
Inside
Also,
here,
the
right there.
Mira setup isn't the best,
The guard in the window. One is in the window, they have a claymore.
and I can show you.
I tried.
I'll show you a different setup once we go back to the actual site, but yeah, 1v3, probably not going to win it. No white stairs control. I'm going to guess, yes, basement defense coming out. So Cade's being brought. Good. I mean, it's a Cade here, so he's really useful. Mozzie. I mean, Mozzie's a mute. Mozzie is a mute Valkyrie hybrid, and combine that with the mute jammer, the other team should not be able to drone. Then Mira, it's a Mira, and then a Jaeger. Now, I kind of wish that either the mute or the Mozzie switched to a smoke, just because combine that with the Mira, you can contest a good amount. Let me go back a second. So one thing is that it's quicker just to, well, one, if you want to go faster, pull out your pistol, and two, I still think it's quicker just to go through the, what is it? I think it's quicker to go through the main lobby to get over here.
If someone has a shotgun, they need a shotgun flag them all.
Which one?
I have 2 reinforcements ready, wallet.
Alright, so this is actually something I found out kind of recently, but you can actually, instead of throwing it directly on the hatch, it's better to throw it somewhere around the hatch, like say right about here, because then it doesn't matter if they know that's in the middle of the hatch, well, they can just, little Maverick peek hole, see it, shoot it, now they can just Hibana the hatch. However, if you put it here, that forces the Maverick to use his gadget. And if the Maverick isn't the best at using his gadget, then that'll kind of screw them over. Like, he'll only be able to open up one hatch. There we go. And I'm pretty sure you guys don't have a roamer, which is a mistake on this map. Yes, the roamer's going to get caught out pretty easily, but if you know what you're doing, you can waste at least a minute, minute and a half. And if you can confuse them enough, you can actually get a few kills depending on how you run around. One thing about this position is you have to be really wary about the hatch, just in case a Maverick comes down to, if a Maverick opens it up. Mira, you should not. So they got the hatch, so this position is no longer good.
I shot fell downstairs.
I think that was I didn't hear a Thatcher go off, so that was a mistake coming out from the from whoever shotgunned the wall. Two kills, good.
Sophia and glass, white stairs, blue, basement stairs, Cobra. They're on the land.
Okay, so at that point, you got the call that two of them are coming down the basement stairs. At this point, you should be making a call out to the mute that if mute can get out of his position, then he should and go help them, because you can make a call by playing this mirror window if they come down if they try and come down. So it's kind of you're using, that's how you use mirrors. That's how I like using mirrors, where I can kind of command the team, where it's going like, okay guys, I can tell you if anything happens on this site, so you all go and tank and stack up on the other site, because we know two of the three of them are coming from there, and you rely on me. I can hold this at least for the 5-10 seconds it takes for you to get back here.
Running to the back.
No point in using the nitro cell. Absolutely no point there.
Probably coming to meet. Rifle claymore.
That smoke's not going to do shit. Don't have to worry about it. That's literally one of the worst smokes I've ever seen. Oh, so that's really bad from Batman there. Wait, you need me making the call out that Fuse is in, he walked down, he's not planting though. Zophia's on the hatch. Zofia on hatch, and then ping out the Fuse's position. Fuse behind the laundry.
You need help over there?
Hatch dropped.
He's prone, yeah.
He kind of got killed because you didn't make a call out there, and I can't hear anything, but also you could have just made a ping. Damn. Okay, so I just want to say, let's see how much time is left. You have 1 second left here. You should not be peeking this. Never fucking peek this at 1 second left. Just get the fuck back in your little corner and hide there. There is no point in trying to take a fight at that time, because I mean, one lucky bullet is all it takes. And she's shooting already. She wants you to peek this, and you are very close to getting your head taken off. So you really should not have been peeking that.
Nice one.
That Sophia did not die, dude. I'm like,
Alright, so upstairs defense coming out. Then, let's see. Eager cast on Mute Legion Maestro. In all honesty, with Mira in play, I think Mira here is really strong. And I'll show you a Mira setup later, which I really like using. But with it, yeah, with that, we go on. Yeah, it's...
I thought them once while I was here.
There's a bad castle on white stairs. You need to be able to play on white stairs for whatever reason. So really that's just not a good castle there.
oh my god, castle, do not.
That's good.
One thing is you want to put that a little bit further back, because there's no point in really putting it directly on the window, since you know if they're going to hop in. But if you put it kind of further back, like right around here, you're going to know if they hop in, but it also will affect them longer.
somebody impact here.
Oh,
I need an impact here. Whatsoever. I take.
Okay, that's
nothing on here on A.
Castle got a grenade. No. Castle's got a grenade. Castle got a grenade. Make sure Castle got a grenade. Inside.
What the hell?
Watch.
IQ low. Half health.
you got the call that they're rushing, so you should be almost swinging these stairs, looking for if somebody's actually rushing. Now, they're not really rushing, however. One, don't pull out that pistol. That's
Where are they?
you have no idea where these guys really are, so
Here's fusing the back.
you're exposing yourself to the big window right now. That is
Ashton balcony. What? Boom. Ashton balcony.
Careful.
Ash first floor.
you just got a shot from that window, and now you're exposing yourself to it again.
One in armory.
Fuse.
Right now, you should be looking for a place just to sit.
Somebody's in attic side. Oh, in bedroom. One in armory, one in bedroom. Not bedroom. The small.
Masters to call these looking
Fuse
for.
on window.
At this point, you should be sitting almost right here and holding an angle on the doorway over here. Because by doing that, you can rely on Batman and Darkling to hold the actual A and B bomb site, while you can hold the you can kind of hold where the enemy's going to come from. One, you had a kill hole a little bit one to the left, so you may as well scoot over to the left as much as you can. Because I think this guy can see you, but you can't really see him. But if you were a bit further over to the left, you would probably be able to see him. Now you get a kill, so good on that. Batman gets gunned down in a useless position.
One's big window.
Get off. Alright, so that was just bad. You exposed yourself to the fuse, kind of panicked a little bit. The moment you saw that person crouching, someone crouching, trying to come through the doorway here, you should have gone off of your drone and gone onto, and just gone and peeked it. You also didn't need to pre-fire, really. I don't like pre-firing that much, just because I'm under the belief kind of that if I can't actually see you, then shooting just gives you a fair fight, because you can track where the rounds are coming from and you now know my position. But really the mistake here was more you just swung out and you got gunned down from the big window.
Fuse inside.
One's big window.
Fuse inside.
Okay, no, Batman, this is a terrible call out. Holy shit. Okay, so Batman, never play with him again, because that is just a really bad call out. So right now he has access to your Maestro camera right here and could actually see where the fuse is. Actually, no, hold on, that came down like actually, hold on. That may not actually be a bad call out.
Fuse inside.
Okay, that might not be actually the worst call out. Now, it depends. If he was actually on your camera and was giving call outs about if he actually did jump in, then that wasn't a bad call out. However, it's also if he was, there is a chance that was a bad call out where he saw you get killed and kind of just said, okay, we got shot from behind, so fuse must be in sight. So really, I don't know, and I can't actually make a call out about that, but I think that may not have been the best call out, but I'm not sure. So I'll just leave it what it is. But really, you kind of just expose yourself to the hallway again, and that's what got you killed the first round. And what? Okay, I'll deal with that later. Yeah, really really it's just this is kind of one of those, it's a team coordination thing, and so you look like somebody who can do well in a team environment where you can play more of the supporting role, supporting slash flex. However, in a non 4 or 5 stack environment, you struggle a bit, and it makes sense. They're two different play styles, and it is what it is because a lot of people don't like to, unless you're really good at just getting random people to do what you want. It's hard to play in an environment where you don't know anyone and people kind of want to just do their own thing. But really, this just came down to more you seem to not be too comfortable on this map. And, well, okay, no, I say comfortable, but you don't seem comfortable if you're not 5 stacking. And that's kind of what I'm seeing. So I'm going to go now, and I will go and try and find, and I will go through Oregon and kind of show you a little bit about how to play some positions, how to play some, how not to play some. But really, really this map is, I don't like Oregon that much. It's kind of like House, just bigger. It's become really stale, and it, like, for the first year or so, like, it wasn't the worst thing in the world, just because when people don't have when a map is, well, no, kind of when a map is new, you don't know if it's good or bad or not. You have to wait a while because you aren't you aren't sure if it's not actually the map is balanced, it's just the community doesn't know how to play it yet. And I mean, there's a reason why Oregon was removed for Cafe. I mean, it's in Pro League. It is what it is. Overall, I just don't like it because of how stale it is. But it's in ranked, you got to play it. So with that, we're gonna go on to the defensive side, and I'll begin showing you the basic setup. I'm going to go upstairs first. Now, I prefer downstairs first, but I'm just going to show you upstairs first. You're going to have to play both. So, not really. It's not really something you can argue about, but you have to know how to play both.
Protect the bombs.
Anyway, with that, so you have a few setups you can do.
10 seconds to insertion.
First is we start over on this wall. So the two ways that you can do it is you either reinforce these two side walls, which allow you to play here a lot more safely, because the only angle that exists really is if somebody jumps in, at which point you can gun them down. However, with the reinforcements here, an angle through the bed frame from the window doesn't exist, so you can sit here pretty safely. The problem with it is that if somebody jumps in, you can't really sit inside of B anymore, because just because with the two windows, and then if somebody jumps in there, you can't sit here, so it really just becomes really hard, if not impossible, just to sit inside of here. Playing kids is more about, you're not really there to fight, you're there more just to look pretty, because you can't effectively fight here. I mean, trying to peek the windows when, if you look out here, the enemy could be on top of there, they could be on top of there, they could even be on top of the big tower, they could be rappelling on either of these windows, they could be in the back somewhere. It doesn't really matter, but they can be in a lot of positions, and due to that, it's you're here more just to have the threat of someone inside of here. Now, whichever side you choose to reinforce, let's just go with the basic middle reinforcement. You need a rotate hole. So, you have the rotate hole here, and then you can also, if you want to, you can open up this angle. So if you're not getting pressured from the kids' window, you can actually watch the white stairs. Then, so mirror, I don't like having mirrors on these two windows. Mainly, I mean on these walls here, mainly because they can get shot from the windows so easily. So instead, the main, and I mean really, it tells you if somebody jumps in here, but you know if someone jumps in there most of the time. But with that, I want to go with the reinforcements. So you either have 1 or 2, depending on how you do the reinforcements. 3 and 4 go there. Number 5 goes here. 6 goes here because I'm sure there's not really... Is there an angle? Actually, 6 and 7 can go here, so let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I counting right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay, so 6 here. The reason this is reinforced is you want to rotate hole. Ow, that's shocking. Now, Maestro. You want to rotate hole here so you can play inside of attic. Now, the purpose of attic is 1. So I like... What I think works is you have the 6 reinforcements there, and then you put 7 and 8 there. The reasoning for that is... Let's say I just want to do my count again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So the reason you want to be able to play here is with attic, you can control meeting. And from meeting, you can do a lot. Because you can fall down, and you can come running out the mains. You can come running out here to go for a flank on the white stairs that they're pushing from that way. You could use your impacts if you have one and open up the kitchen wall. This allows you to now go through kitchen, which then allows you to go and do a flank on the white stairs as well. You also, if they're pushing from tower, can go for a flank on tower, or if they're trying to push the kids' window, you can open up the windows here, go tower. You can then also flank all the way through basement and go out the main lobby area. So by playing attic, it lets your roamers have a lot of freedom when it comes to moving around. Then, yeah, reinforce that. So you have that reinforced and that reinforced. That's like 9 reinforcements, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you have a 10th one for wherever. So with the mirror setup, well, actually not yet. So that's your reinforcements. And now, really, the purpose of this is you can't get shot from outside the window, and the purpose of this is you can't get shot from outside. These are the purpose of these 2 reinforcements. Then by also playing inside a tower, inside attic, the attackers are gonna be worried about trying to just walk in, because you could have somebody there, you could have somebody in the back here, you have a lot of different positions you can play. Yeah. Oh. Then if you want to, you can shotgun out the floors. So if they jump in, you can get them, but this is only useful if you're playing below. So yeah, really, it's only useful if you're playing below. However, you can kind of fake out if you're playing below by doing things like this, where you open up below the windows. Because a lot of teams like to play people in kitchen, which they can then contest these 2 windows. Because if you look, now you can contest the windows there, you can contest the windows there, and you just get a lot of freedom with that. Then, with that, let's see. Now, moving on to the mirror. So the first mirror is this one. And that's the reason why I haven't shotgunned this out yet. So with the mirror here, I like having a vaultable hole. And I just gotta... Let me vault this, you bitch. Really? Okay, so sometimes it glitches and you can't really vault, but really, the vaulting isn't important here. It's... Actually, is it still this stupid glitch where you can only vault it from, like, this side? Maybe. But anyway, with this positioning, so yes, you can get shot from the window here, however, you can just fall back here. And this might be... I think you can this... Okay, yeah, so you can get this mirror window shot out, however... you put it a little bit more to the left, it can be a bit more protected. However, it also can, really, it's... A lot of people aren't going to try and rappel up here to shoot that. And if they do, whoever's playing in kids or below can then fight that. But with here, this is a really strong position because if they open the wall, well, you're playing here, so yeah, run in. Give me the fight. Give me the fight. Well, what's this? They're going to try and run through the doorway. Okay, I can see that. What's here? They're trying to apply pressure on me from the windows. Damn, if only I could back up. Oh, look at this. Then what's this? Oh, they're trying for that white stairs flank. Too bad. So, because of that, this is I like this mirror window here. Now, for the second mirror window, this is really the only permanent mirror window I like on this map. The other one can go wherever. You can put it on this wall here. You can put it on this wall here. You even could put it on this wall here, so that you could have one person playing inside of armory, worrying about these stairs. You could then put it on here. This is reinforced. And this now lets you fight Master. Nobody wants to just run the Master if you have a crossfire where you can open up this. And nobody's going to want to just run up the stairs because there's a crossfire there. And then if they try and jump in through Master, well, got a crossfire there from armory. So this is kind of one I like. Then really the main threat, really one of the biggest threats about this map is everywhere here is destructible. So you can go over here, destroy underneath here if you want to. You can go underneath a mirror window here. Destructible. So that's why it's good to have roamers downstairs and why you almost need them. And then with that, should I have enough time for this? So, okay, so with this, you have a few different setups. The first is you always need someone in or around kids. They could rotate over here if there's no pressure coming from the big window, and you need someone playing the top of white stairs. So you're going to need a Jaeger device. Can I just stop the timer? I can't, you bitch. So you also need someone playing the top of white stairs. With those two positionings, the other three positions don't matter at all. So what I like doing with that is I'll have somebody around the... I'll have somebody playing inside of attic. And their job is just kind of react to whatever goes on. And then I'll have somebody playing... Then the other two players are probably going to be playing from below. So you have 3 up, 2 below. And they're going to be using all of the kill holes you made to hold downstairs. And then I'm going to... Let's see. Yeah, so really that's... It's really, it's like a 3 upstairs, 2 downstairs, but it's really, this is a map where I'd say you have to go for flanks on. And if you're trying just to sit stagnantly in sight, it's not going to work.
5 seconds
so that's just something it's just something I'm going to say. A lot of this map is not really strategy based, it's more just gunfight oriented. So it's something that you have to really just, you have to know the map, know the angles, and that's about it. There's not really too much creative stuff you can do. And now I'm going to show you how to attack that setup. So let's see, Buck, hollow, good. So I like doing a master take. The reason I like master takes is they're simple and it's hard to stop if they're done effectively.
5 seconds to go.
Now the one downside of this push is if people are playing below.
Locate and defuse
However, it's also, this is kind of a, I'm not using those things. If people are playing below, it's kind of a weakness of it because you can get nitro celled. However, you can kind of go for a refragging strategy, and if you can take the site and take white stairs, then it doesn't really matter if you lose the gunfights below, just because you'll have a you have sight control, and as long as you have the control of white stairs in the hallway, you'll win. But anyway, with this, the first thing is you need to take... First thing you want to do is the lineup. So for this map, I'd say try and bring a... you need someone with grenades, so Buck, Sled... I'd say bring Buck. So the lineup would probably be Hibana, Maverick, Thatcher if available, but really Hibana and Maverick are the two big ones. Then Buck, Capitao, and a fifth for whatever you want. So you take somebody and you sit outside of here. And the point of this, you can even just lay down right about here. The purpose of this is just kind of apply some pressure, mainly into the kids area here, because when you're going for the push here, you don't want somebody to come with a nitro cell below in kids and just chucking it up as your thermite is putting down the charge. Like right about here. Now, if you're defending and nobody is outside of here, then go nuts and do that. That's what I like, putting someone here. Then, with Buck, the first thing you really gotta worry about is taking the armory control. And the easiest way to do that is you put somebody on the window here. Probably Maverick if it's this site, because he's not really necessary. And you send Buck below. So Maverick is droning, Buck comes from below. What's that? You ping him, fantastic. I can apply pressure, and we can, like, the entire armory floor is soft, so you can't really deal with that, and you just have to get out. At which point, if you try and run down the staircase, well, whoever's playing outside can gun them down, and if they run back up, then that's kind of the job done. Then the next thing, with that, Maverick repels in. He's in charge of here. Now, he doesn't have to worry about the flank because somebody's playing outside. He can create some kill holes, but he doesn't have to use them yet. He can instead just wait. Because the purpose of this is just to establish angles you can use, but it's not necessary to use them. With that, the Capitao, Hibana, and Buck. Yeah, so Capitao, Hibana, and Buck are going to all come up here. So Capitao is going to be just droning outside here. Hibana is going to be going for the opening up the wall. The way I like it is you open up a crouch hole here, and then you open up a line of sight here. That way you can actively fight this, while also it forces them, if they want to actually come through here, they have to be able to fight somebody who can just lay down here. So with that, Buck, so really, Capitao's droning. The Buck, his job is more just to hold the flank, make sure nobody comes in. Then the Hibana opens up her shit. Maverick is in here. At this point, he can contest just so that nobody can pressure from here. And then person number 5 is still playing below. So if there's a mute jammer or something, then, you know, in all honesty, having a Thatcher is pretty good, because you can have the Thatcher here, and if the Thatcher knows his grenades, knows his EMPs, then he can lose his positioning for a second, and just chunk in his EMP, and then go right back to his job. We look at this. This lands in the room where you need it to, so it'll do its job. So then you have a flank watch established. You have a flank watch established. You have a hold on, so let me think about this. You have flank watch. You have okay, hold on, yeah, never mind. You have flank watch, so you don't have to worry about your flank. You have this open. You have somebody holding an angle down here. So now you can be ready to go for the plant. So with that, normally there's a rotate hole here, and there's yeah, normally there's just a rotate hold there. And one thing is, well, let's just assume that this entire wall is reinforced at this point. Not worry about a rotate hold, but I'll go into that in detail later. So with that, Capital and Hibana's going to have the diffuser. Actually, no, Capital has the diffuser just because he can use his utility and then he can go right for a plant. But with that, Hibana is going, her job is going to, so basically Capital is going to come over here and he's going to go through the hole and he's going to, well, actually no, Hibana goes first. So Hibana entry fragging, make sure nobody's just holding a angle from white. Her job is just to protect white so Capital can get through the hole. Now once the Capital gets through the hole, he will firebolt. He will firebolt that, and no, he firebolts just this and then smokes it, because that you don't need this smoked because you're going to actually hold on. I'm trying to think about the angles here. Okay, no, you want. Okay, no, firebolt both there and there. Switch to smoke, smoke, smoke. At which point you can then move in and start planting. Now you can choose where you want to plant. You can plant here if you want to. You can plant here. You can plant here. I mean, really, the enemy. One round they could have someone on white stairs shoot here. The other round, the guy on white stairs could try and peek and shoot here. It's just something that it's random. You're just gonna have to figure out what you want to do. And so, plant goes down. At which point you want to get out of there. But you either want to get out of there, or as the, I'd say the Hibana in this situation may want to just rotate kind of like here, because if you have all 5 alive, then great. If not, then you want to be playing a bit more passive. But if Hibana's here, Capital can then fall back and hold like this, because if he holds here, so basically post-plant situation, Hibana's holding white stairs, Capital is holding, I'm not doing this. Capital is holding here, so you don't have to worry about that angle or that angle. Oh. Yeah. Then Buck is playing outside of here. So with this, Buck is kind of more of a reactionary operator at this point, because if, let's say that Hibana gets gunned, well, if Hibana gets gunned, then he can come over here and start holding angles alongside the Capital. So now this is where Hibana got gunned, so he's holding that. There's a kill hold there. Capital's still holding this, so still have a crossfire. Maverick is holding this angle to stop anything down the hallway, and then Thatcher is holding outside. However, once the bomb goes down, he should rotate from this position and come up into the armory area, or somewhere around here, because 1, he can hold flank here. 2, if necessary, he can move in, kill whoever's defusing, just in case. So it's just, really, it's just something where it's a post-plant, you have to react to it. And that's kind of how I like to attack this. Now, if I know I'm attacking Golems, I'm going to switch out the Hibana for a Thermite. However, I'm trying to think. Would a Thermite just be better here? In all honesty, I think a Thermite might just be better, but really it doesn't matter at this point. This is kind of the basic strategy of how you would attack this. So now with that, I'm going to go into the defense of the basement.
All friendlies have been eliminated.
Now the basement is somewhere where I think you have to have roamers. And yeah, really, I think that if you sit and wait, it's never going to work. But if you move around, then it can work. So this is one of the few maps I think Alibi is decent on. But anyway, with that, moving to the setup.
10 seconds remaining.
So with this,
5 seconds to insertion.
with this, we move into the reinforcements and overall setup. So you always need a rotate hold there. this always gets shotgunned open. And now, for reinforcements, always have one here. Even if you don't have a Hibana, I mean, even if you don't have a Mira, because you at least get the option of sitting here and possibly throwing a nitro cell to stop a plant. Even if you don't have a Mira, it's still a useful one. So you have one there, and let me actually go through the hatches first. So you have a second one here. So this is the one that changes. If they run Hibana and not Thermite, then reinforce this wall. If they're running Thermite and not Hibana, shotgun this wall open. Because a Thermite, if this is reinforced, he can just put his thing down and bam, he's good to go. So it's really just, I would just say, if they run Thermite, open it up. If they run Hibana, leave it, reinforce it. Then, so really, just put one reinforcement there, so you have two now. Number 3 goes here. Number 4 is optional here. And it's not, this is an unnecessary one, just because this hatch doesn't really give much power. Really, you have the one there, 2 there, and third one's the mirror window. And possibly more upstairs, depending on how you want to change it. But then you need 4th one there. 5 and 6 go here. And then you have 4 more to do whatever you want with. Some people like to reinforce this wall. Some people like to shotgun out the bottom of it. I mean, you're going to actually shotgun it, not create literal crouch holes. See, why can't the pistol be like this? That'd be amazing. But basically, you just change it based on how the attack is coming up. If they're pushing from behind more, you may want to just reinforce this. If they're not, you may want to throw those upstairs somewhere. It changes. Now, onto the setup. So, if Mira's in play, mirror window here, mirror window there. Then, with that, if Thatcher's available, well, hold on. If the enemy is running Thatcher, then don't run Cade. But if the enemy is not running, Thatcher or is banned, run Cade, and throw your devices there is a good position for one, and you can throw the other one like right there, and it's protected from the hatch. But now onto the setup. So I think this is a place where you need a 3-2 strat, where you have 3 people on site, 2 off. So you would have like a smoke playing here, a Mira playing here, and if available, a Maestro playing in the hallway. Because, I mean, put a Maestro cam there, can see the default plant spot. Can't see there, but Mira can see that, so it's not something to worry about. And that's just kind of how I would set up the basics of it. Then the 2 roamers. So Alibi, as strange as it sounds, is this... Alibi is kind of the... I would say Alibi is a useful operator here, mainly because of the roam you can do upstairs. So most people are bad at clearing upstairs because they're not used to it. So what I like to do is I will come over here. I will shotgun this open. And then as Alibi, what I'm going to have, I'm going to be using the pistol for this, not this whole drum magazine bullshit. And I'll just be waiting right around here. So with that, I'm going to be kind of... well, I may not be waiting there. I may just be playing there later or have the option of this. Then my alibis, one goes there. One goes there. And one goes there. So the purpose of these alibis... And this one can actually be a little bit closer to the doorway, but... The purpose of these alibis are warnings. They exist so that you can, you get a warning if somebody's coming up the white stairs, or if somebody's coming up the stairs, the armory stairs. Either one. Like, the thing is, if you have this alibi here, you're not going to try and just walk past it most of the time, you're going to shoot it out. So, with that, if you're playing inside of here, you're going to get a warning. At which point, you can kind of move around a bit. Then with Alibi, I also like to shotgun out open this hatch, so that if the let's say they're going for a meeting push, but I don't want to play inside of attic. Well, I can just go here, throw an impact nade, and now I can watch the door. This is kind of just a, like, I'm not saying much a meeting, but this amount says, okay, guys, I'm here. You're gonna have to fight me if you want to actually be safe here. So, or if necessary, if there's 40 seconds left or so, instead of opening this up, I could drop down and then move around to go for a flank on the kitchen. However, the reason I'm not going through here is I think it's easier to get killed that way. And so by going this way, by going this way, you can kind of crouch walk. Well, you can then check the angles, peek a little bit, peek, kind of swing out, see what's going on, Oh, what's this? They're planting, hatch has been opened. Dang, if only they had somebody actually watching the hatch. That's kind of how I would roam with the alibi here. And then you also, if you wanted to, let's say, okay, they actually are doing a roam clear. Well, good for them. Well, now I'm stuck in attic. Oh, wait, I got impacts, so I'm getting the fuck out of there. And now I can go up onto T3 if I wanted to, or T2, or go back to site, or just hold here. But you have options by doing that. One thing I kind of saw about your gameplay is that you kind of had issues when it came to adapting. You're kind of stagnant in the way you hold things, and it kind of just shows. But anyway, it is what it is, and this is the it is what it is, and this is how you. This is kind of the way that you can hold this. It's almost just running around, not looking for fights. And you have a second roamer as well, so this guy could just be hard holding inside a meeting. He could be hard holding inside of kitchen. He can be doing whatever the hell he wants. And so that's kind of how you play here. Then the other thing is if you leave this hatch soft, then if necessary, midway through the round, what's this? They're going for a plant on B. Well, I can go for a flank down here. My team needs help. So my team needs help, so one person drops, one person goes to the roam, person goes for a fight. You can get back to site a lot easier. That's kind of how that's kind of how you can play this site. And let's see, do I still have to wait? I can't remember if there's anywhere I can just kill myself here. I don't think there is.
If you remain in this zone, you will be detected by hostiles. Your
Going up
location has
there
been
can kill me,
compromised.
but I think this just damages me a little. No, it doesn't even damage me. Okay. I'm gonna start over. But now, I will show you a way to roam clear this map. So, you have two different attack strategies you can do.
Need to use your drone to locate
And
a bomb.
it's... Yeah, you have two you can do.
Insertion in 10
The first
seconds.
is an attack from tower, and the second is an attack from the main lobby. The
5
main
seconds
lobby,
to
roam
insertion.
clear is harder, but the post plant is easier.
Your mission is
So
to
basically, I would
locate
say
and
if the
defuse
enemy isn't roaming that much, go for an attack from the main lobby, just because it lets you. I think it gives you more options. So first thing you do is you open up the. Yep, you're gonna have two people spawn over here, 3 spawn over here. With that, person A, flank watch. So he's on flank watch. He does his thing. Person number 2 goes. The second person that spawns over here is going to rappel up here, and is going to be going to help to start clearing armory, while the third person goes through master. Now, the person in master is going to be the one. Actually no. Person out there is going to be doing the roam clear. I mean, not the roam clear, the droning. So he's going to drone armory. Okay, is it clear? Yes, fantastic. Maverick comes in, and then just waits. His goal is just to wait at this point. He has no reason to be taking a fight. Then person number 2, once the Maverick is in, then the person on flank watch can actually do their flank watch. They can get off the drone. At which point, the person outside of Master will drone himself into Master. If it's clear, great. If it's not clear though, then he's going to be starting to look for a fight, while the Maverick also is going to move from his passive position here, where he's waiting for someone to come to him, to an active position where it's likely that this person is going to run out of here. So, and then if necessary, the two, one from the Master balcony and the other from here, will peek at the same time. They'll drone him out, peek at the same time, and go for the kill. At which point, you kind of have cleared this side. Now, while this is going on, the other two people are going to be coming over to the big window. One person is going to be droning, put himself right about there. Actually, are you safe from big tower there? You are not. I'm trying to remember. I thought there was a... Oh, no, he's going to sit right about here. The point of here is he's safe from every position. So, he doesn't have to worry about much. He's going to drone in this person who's going to clear out. So, he's going to drone in the person here. This person is going to be holding like a flank watch here, and then from here, once it gets okay, dorm is clear, great. Okay, kids is clear, great. Okay, I can hop in now. Actually, no, not hop in yet. Well, now you get the so you drone upstairs. Okay, is dorm clear? Yes. Kids clear? Yes. Is that area clear? Yes. Okay, I can now. Actually, no, you don't want to hop in yet. You want to wait for the master call. Is master clear? Yes. Do we have top floor control? Yes. Okay. Person droning comes back around, goes down white stairs. Is it clear? Yes. Okay, hops in, and now is holding a flank on the kitchen stairs. At which point, the person from Master will come over and support him, while the person who entered through Armory will go down, will go out of Armory and go down into Garage. So the reason why he's going into Garage is he's going to be helping with a hold from below, as well as, if necessary, we'll start moving to pincher whoever's in kitchen. So whoever is outside on the big area down here is going to start droning the people. Actually, no. He, combined with the person who's holding an angle outside by the van, will start droning the kitchen area to make sure it's clear. If it's clear, then you don't have to worry about it. However, they're going to be backed up by the Master and Armory, Master and person who enters through the big window. Those two will be backing each other up, looking for fights, and basically following drones as it's cleared part by part. Once that is clear, then I'm trying to remember if that's the best way to do this. Actually, no. I'm trying to think about what would be the easiest, but this isn't actually the easiest. And so ignore kind of what I've said so far. Instead of having 3 spawn here and 2 spawn there, have 1 spawn here, 4 spawn here. This person, flank watch. That's his job. He's on a flank watch. The other 4 are going to spawn over here. Actually, hold on, I'm trying to think. Because it's... Basically, it depends on what roam is coming out. Because if it's a roam from kitchen... then, like, around the kitchen area, you want to invest more than just the 2 people, just in case. Actually, no, Actually, no, the way I'm saying is kind of the way I think it'd work. And so, basically, just take the armory, then push around the kitchen area. Use your drones at the beginning of the prep phase, figure out if they're roaming around the kitchen area. At which point, I mean, really, it's kind of just, you have to choose. If they're roaming upstairs, then this is a good attack. If they're roaming downstairs, it's not the best, but it'll work. But once that's done, and this is something that you're going to have to practice. Yeah, you just have to practice it, do it over and over again, get better at it. Once that's done, you need to clear out meeting. So you have a few options. The first is you can go in through attic. Really? Yeah, okay. You can go in through attic, and that clears out attic, at which point you can play attic, and then with somebody playing from outside of... Somebody can come in, somebody can be droning, somebody can be droning meeting, then somebody can be waiting right about here, What's this? Okay, someone gets ping, person in from attic peeks, as well as this person peeks. Kill them. Then you can establish a flank watch. That could just be this person inside of attic. The person inside attic can just be holding an angle like this. So that'd be fine. That's probably the best way. And then the other 4 can be going for a planting position. So this is kind of where... So you need the ability to basically open up that hatch and then also open up this wall a little bit. But with that, you would have the bomb planter here, Capitao here somewhere, and then you would have somebody droning, checking out a few different things. And you just go for a plant where basically, if there's a mirror window, you smoke the mirror window. You then also, I think smoking the mirror window and this is better than just smoking the mirror window and that, because trying to rotate through here is a pain. And if you're playing above, that's a really easy fight to win. While this one, you can get angles kind of like this, so that you're not exposing yourself too much, but you can actually contest the bomb planter. So it is something you have to worry about. However, you should have people holding the angles where basically you have 4 people over here, 2 people are going to be going down here. So one person's going to plant once the smokes come out, and you have the choice of either there, or here. All of those work. And yeah, all of them work. Then one person's holding an angle there. The other person's holding an angle here. At which point you now have a crossfire set up on those 2 positions. You then have somebody holding an angle like this, ready for somebody just running in through the smokes while the person plants. And that is how you would kind of attack this from the front. Now, I need to go on to a back push, because you kind of saw how the roam... If the enemies are roaming heavily, that push, if you're not practicing it, can be bad. One thing is, watch some Pro League games of Oregon. They have a much better showing of how to actually roam clear on here than I do. But with that, I'm going to kill myself twice and then show you how to attack from the back. Because back pushes have become a lot more popular. Who can I kill myself with? Maestro.
Secure the bomb.
Ooh.
10 seconds.
Right. So I just need to kill myself here and then I'll show you.
5 seconds counting. Bomb locations are secure. All friendlies were eliminated. Mission failure.
So now the other attack strategy is one from tower. And this is a easier in my opinion when it comes to actually taking it, but harder in the post plant. So with this, everybody is going to spawn over by the construction area, and from there, the first threat, one person actually is going to come over to garage and get a claymore set up, because this is kind of a threat you have to worry about, but well, really, no, don't get a claymore set up, just have one person come over here, and his job is just to hold the flank, basically. He could actually even just spawn over there and hold the flank. The reason for that is you want somebody being able to play the pixel spot, at which point the other 3 members are going to be focusing on taking control of tower. So that could be, really, I think, I'd say Capitale's good for this, but really anyone with grenades or just, it's something you have to practice. Holding tower is something you're either good at or you're not, as well as attacking it. But with this, I want to say there's an angle that I could... Yeah, like you have the angles down here which exist. If you know they're holding below there, you can send up an ash charge. But really, this just comes down to, do you have any window players and people who can use their utility effectively enough that they can actually... that they can take T3. Now, a lot of people don't actually hold inside of T3. And so with there, you can take control of it, go down, and you're good. Then you're going to want to open up you're going to want to open up attic, drone it out, open up hatch, take control of it, and from there you have meeting control. Then you put one person inside of attic whose job is to kind of hold the meeting flank, and the person in garage can come help the team. So you need to get the hatches open. Just those two are fine. However, if you have an extra one, like there's no cade, and you know you can just open this up, just open it up to apply some pressure. And then from there, you have one person on the flank, and then you're going to be having one person on the flank inside of attic. You're then going to have, let's see, I'm trying to remember how many. One on the flank, 3 people, actually, should 3 or 2? You know, actually, think about it, you should have one person in, okay, no, you have okay, no, instead, keep the person in garage here. His job is going to be for a late flank, so that, okay, it's like, okay, if we can take out that camera, then they don't know if we're pushing from here, they don't have information. From here, if necessary, well, my team needs help, so I flank down the stairs. What's this? They're not ready for this, so I come in through here, going through the rotate hole. Do that. Then you have this person here. You then have a person playing the flank here. Now, I like using grenades here because you can actually nade the mirror window through this hatch. So you can do that. Then, so you have 2 people doing, one on kind of the flank watch, one on the hatch. Person number 3 comes here. Their job is kind of just to contest any long angles like this. If there's a mirror window, don't really try that, but you can. But really, you drone out and you can take control of Harry Potter here, and you can kind of just hold angles at that point. Then person number 4 and 5 opens up this wall, at which point you kind of start then going for the execution, so it's harder to get the plant down in this situation. But at this point, you would have the Capital. You're going to try and come in and firebolt above here so that it spreads and can kill anyone here. And you're also going to want to be able to smoke the hallway here. Whoever has grenades here is going to want to throw them so they explode about here. And so if you can take out this position and this position, then great. Then the Capital, with this being smoked, also is going to want to try and smoke this area. And really, it's just something you have to work out as how exactly, who wants to hold what, who wants to do what. And then you want to get the plant down right about here. Now, the post plant is harder here. However, if, let's say that you're stalling out, the person who is playing garage can come down the stairs and start looking for picks. The person from, also, if the hatch is open, he could drop the hatch and then come swinging the hallway. So, he has a lot of options. And it's something where it's harder to actually get the bomb down than on the other side, but it's much easier and much quicker to do the roam clear. So it's just something you have to work on and see what you want to do. I like doing tower pushes. And yeah, really I just like doing them. But yeah, it is what it is. It's something you just gotta practice, figure out how exactly you like to do it. All teams have different ways to do it. And now with that, I'm going to show you a tower defense because you may have to play tower. You know, you win 2 defensive rounds. Well, now you got to play tower.
Op 4 eliminated all friendlies.
With this, your goal is to hold the T3 area and nothing else. Well, actually, I'd say nothing else, but that's your main goal. You need to hold the top of the tower. If you don't, it's over. Like, you invest all your Jaegers up there. You invest Valkyrie cameras to be thrown outside. You invest everything into holding this tower. So the way I like doing it is you have 2 people playing above. You have
10 seconds.
You then want to have somebody playing inside of the
5
attic.
seconds.
And then the other 2 people are going to be holding, maybe one person is holding below. and then one person is holding on the stairs right here. But really, it's something where this is just you're just gonna have to fight it. So this person can kind of contest the doorway here. He can contest if a plant goes down here. Also, never reinforce this. If you reinforce this, it is literally just a free plant because the attackers, all they have to do is say, okay, I hold angle here. Like, I hold the angle there. Person comes up here. I hold the angle here.
Leave now. Your
Okay.
location has been compromised.
I run here and plant, or we take control of meetings some way. Doesn't really matter how, but we take control of it. Well, free plant.
If you remain in this zone, you will be detected by hostiles.
Really, what you almost don't even want to use reinforcements. The two that you really the only two. Actually, I'd say reinforce the wall there, have a rotate hole near there, reinforce these two, open up the hatch, and that's about it. I mean, really, this is just, there's nothing, the issue is there's nothing to reinforce here. And it's more about just playing for gunfights and hoping to catch the enemy off guard. Really, the only thing I've really found effective is you get a cam out here like this. It lands there. It's high enough that if people spawning won't see it, but it's also people aren't going to be looking over here for it. So from here you can see these two windows. At which point, if you know they're coming to this window, you can move here. If you know they're going to rappel here, okay, move here. Well, I'm not getting shot from here. Most people don't open that window, but if they do, then you can get a camera out there as well. But with that, you're just kind of playing, and if you're just kind of rotating around, moving, and let's say that you see the person coming in, and you see them about to hit the window. Well, nitro cell, boom, possible kill. That can like just losing someone on attack can actually throw off the entire attack. But then, really, it just comes down to playing it better. Then, however, you're probably gonna have the plant go down, at which point you need to be able to react to that. So with that, the way you react is basically with runouts and runouts. So you're gonna want somebody to, if you have the manpower anyway, you want somebody to come over here. You don't want to have them be able to open up garage to check the pixel peak. Then that's one way. Actually, no, there's a different way you can check it, but that's one way you can check it. Then you can have you can jump out here,
You will be detected if you remain in this area.
and you
You've
can
been spotted.
check for anybody there. You could theoretically jump
You
out,
have entered an enemy-controlled area.
jump
Leave
down,
now. Your location
check
has
the
been
pixel
compromised.
peak. But really, it's just you're hoping that the enemy they fuck up in some way, and that's how you win. Now, I've seen teams that they try and go and they try and have like 2 or 3 people off site. That doesn't work. It really just doesn't. This is one where you have to hard hold everything. You need to hard hold the top of tower, but if you are roaming, then well, they can just run in and plant. But if so now you need people here. But if the people coming from tower drop down, well, if the attackers read into that, then they can now go and take control of T3, at which point you're not going to get it back. Then, if you have to do a run out for that window down there, you can jump out here and swing like that.
You have been spotted by hostiles. Fall
If
back.
you know that they're going for the plants underneath, you can actually jump out here and do that. So it's a lot just kind of runouts and adapting to what the enemy does. That's kind of why Valkyrie is so strong here. If you can get cameras outside, and I don't even know where a good
You have
camera.
entered an enemy-controlled area.
You really don't want to be
Leave now.
running
You
out
have been spotted.
to throw these cams, but it is what it is. Because by running out, you're just going to be exposing yourself to people checking the spawn peaks. And from here, let's see. See where that lands. We have this one here. Okay, so this one can give you a bit of information, and just going from there, you can kind of go for runouts based off of how they're playing. And it's really, that's just what it is. And then I wish I didn't use the nitro cell. Where the... Oh yeah, I used it to show it on the window, but... Oh, that's right. Don't have to... I can just kill myself like this. Actually, can I? There's a way to kill yourself here. Where... Well, I know there's a way to kill yourself here, and I legitimately cannot remember it right now. But like, if I can do that, then... There we go.
All friendlies were eliminated. Mission failure.
But never go kitchen. Kitchen is a joke. And now I'm going to show you how to attack it. So, this just comes down to angles and learning the angles where you will... Yeah, really, it's just learning angles.
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb.
So, you have roughly the same lineup.
10 seconds before insertion.
I mean, really the main goal here is take T3. It doesn't matter how
5
you take
seconds.
it, it just matters that you take it. And that's all I can really
A
say.
bomb must be located and defused.
The main issue... So what I would say is you have one person come over here. And this guy... So actually you can have him spawn over here. One person spawn there, like 4 spawn there. This person's job is to get a claymore set up on this doorway for a run out, as well as the defenders can actually double hit this thing. And wow, I have messed this up. So you can do cheeky things like this, where you can get an angle onto the person repelling here, and it doesn't even look like this is broken. So you can also then just crawl out, shoot, run back in. Really, you get a claymore set up here, and one of the places that people like to do it is... Come on, where is the vault? There's a way to get it set up literally on top of here, pointing this direction, but you could just put it here. You could literally just put it in the doorway. And then whoever's out here, they just wait out here. Their goal playing here is wait, okay, somebody opened that up, shoot, opened up, shoot, opened up, shoot. They're there just to allow one person to... You need one person to be rotating up here. And you need to open this up, just shoot it open, never hit this stuff. So you shoot it open, and you then want this opened as well. And from here, you just need to be almost just... You need to have somebody droning, but it's hard to drone this, because people will just change their positions all the time. And they can easily shoot the drones. But you have one person here, you can swing in and kill anybody there. Actually, no, it's quicker just to go up here. You can then have somebody coming down here, never repelling from this window. And they can come here, shoot anybody there. You can also contest anybody there. You could also put a third person on this window out there. You do have to be worried about getting shot in the back from a window. How, like, from here, from the window I just opened up. I can't even see it. You have to be worried about getting shot from either garage or down there. But really, if you have control of these 3 windows, and you can all peek at the same time, you can peek there, you can peek there, you can peek that corner, you can peek everywhere. And then once T3 is taken, everybody can rappel in, and you can rappel in if the floor isn't shotgunned out, but I mean, a lot of times you can just rappel in, and even if you take some damage, you're good. And then you can also come out here with an Ash or Zofia, or even a Capital. Look for where people hold. Blow up their position from below. Capital Firebolts work. Really, it's just you. The main goal is take T3. You take T3, you win. And I'm not even joking when I say that. Because once you have control of T3, you can just enter. And you can't hide it over here. Angles. Can't hide there. Angle. Can't hide over here. Angle. Can't go up the stairs. Angles. There's just angles, angles, angles. And because of that, it's very hard to you can't go for a retake. Like, if the bomb gets planted there, what the hell are you gonna do as a defender? Imagine if there's 2 or 3 enemies up here just watching the staircase. Well, okay, can't do anything there, but it's okay. We have a rotate whole way if there's an angle on there, so you can't really do much. And then with this, I'm gonna show you how to attack the small tower, since it takes about 10 seconds. So everybody spawns over here. First goal is you take out the thrown out small tower, take control of small tower, make sure there's nobody playing up in this position. You got small tower control, fantastic. Put someone out here. Fell upside down, you're good. So, you have someone watching hallway there, you have small tower control now. Goal number 2, take control of bathroom. The one thing, cheeky angle here, which I like. Let's just see inside a bathroom. Basically, drone out bathroom. Take control of showers, put how many? Probably just put 1 person in here, 2 if you wanna. But they're really just 1 is fine. You then you just fight for control of. Really, you're there to hold a crossfire more than anything, and a lot of times this is shotgunned out, which is why you. And so if you're playing in bathroom, you can shoot, which is why you need someone here. Or thinking about it, you may not even need to do that, since the person can just run in and plant here, and there's nothing you can do. But with that, you now have small tower control, and you have bathroom control, which you don't even need it all the time. Yeah, someone watching hallway. Open up the wall. Make sure that there are... make sure there are angles. Actually, you don't need angles there, but basically open up the right side of the wall. Don't open the left, because the left just makes it so you have to expose yourself to more angles, and you can't cover the bomb as easily. Make sure somebody's playing outside of here, so that they can kind of contest the angles here. And then whoever has the bomb... well, Capitao comes in, smokes, fire bolts, bomb goes down.
The diffuser.
Well, person's out here, holding an angle like this. Person over here, holding an angle like this. Person on the window holding an angle. Person in the bathroom holding an angle. And you win. Now, how do you defend it? Well, you don't choose it. Really, that's it. You don't choose it, you can't win it. It is one of the most it's a terrible sight. And you you don't go there. You just don't. Watch some you just don't. So, but anyway, I hope this helped. If you really want to see let's see. I'm trying to figure out a good game, but really I'm not sure. But anyway, if you want to, I would say go, if you want to learn how to actually really know these maps and learn, go to the Rainbow Six Esport VODs. It's literally the same as Rainbow Six Esports, but they upload their VODs, they upload the videos quicker. And I think they have more from just random tournaments, where if I look at, I'm not even sure if they have the 6 Masters on, let's see, there are 6 Esports. I'm not sure if they have the Masters here. No, they don't. So, they have from 2 days ago, they have the Latin America game, they have the North America, they have all of these. But if we go over to Rainbow Six Esports, they have the APAC region, the 6 Masters tournament going on now. But then they also have they have more of the APAC stuff over here if you ever want to see that, see Fnatic and everything. They have other tournaments going on. So it's here you have the French League. I'm not sure if Rainbow Six Esports has that. Really, this has everything. So go over here, just find some Oregon games. if can I just search through here? Yes, I can search. If I look at Empire on Oregon, we can watch. This is actually from the Challenger League playoffs of Empire versus Ents. Both ended up making it to Challenger League, but Ents had to go up against Team Vitality, I want to say, to get the spot, and Team Empire just slapped Ents. Like, everybody thought Joystick was literally hacking, basically, because of this game. Anyway, like, you have, from 2 months ago, you have the Penta versus Empire game here, and let's see if I want to actually see.
Play or start off.
I want to see Empire on attack. Let's see, is Empire attacking? Yes, they are. Okay. I want to just see the attack here.
She's going to be really powerful if we see a push from tower, which
I really don't want to hear Milosh.
Was a very popular.
But here you can look at the, you can usually get a top-down view. You can see how the enemy is attacking. So right now, I see 4 members of Empire have spawned over here, so they're probably going to go for a tower push on. That's what I would assume. You can see how they do it versus how I kind of said to do it.
Thankfully, Thatcher's still in play, so the Kaid not going to be as effective.
So droning coming out.
Waste some of that utility on the side of Empire, and
Joystick fucks up his first drone, but has another one because he saved his first one. T3 is clear.
Let's see how he fares.
Enters, checks for the spawn peak, makes a call. Karzeka also enters.
I think he bamboozled us.
Oh, maybe that was it. Yeah. Just psyching us out. He's psyching everyone else out with the interview.
And so you can kind of see how they do it versus how I was saying. One thing I like about Team Empire is they do kind of the same thing over and over again. So they will, you'll see that basically the strategies coming out from Empire are the most simplistic one they can think of, but also the most effective. So I would say go watch what they do and just go from there, figure out what you like about them, what you don't like about them, and it's really just, it gives you an idea. Legitimately, I would say watching this game played at a higher level and understanding why they do it and how they do it is more beneficial than actually playing the game at times, because understanding what you need to do in some situations that you won't be experienced to in an actual game is really beneficial, I think. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. Hope you learned something, and if you have any questions, let me know.